So I realized that the last time I was in here, I promised you guys that I would show you the final result of my room. I'm not entirely happy with it, just because I don't want desks in the middle of the room. I want to have like open carpet space, but nevertheless, I will show you. So my desk, then we've got a couple of desks over here. This is the desk I'm not happy with. Then we've got two at the back. This one over here, that's where they'll stack their chairs. And then this is my rotation area. So I'm thinking I'll sit here because that gives me prime opposition to see what's happening in the rest of my room. And then obviously over here as well, we've just got the main whiteboard area. And I'm thinking during independent, I might even have the kids out here because there's like space that they can sit on the ground. So yeah, really happy with that. Except of course for that middle desk, but I'll obviously update you guys and let you know. But I am just so excited for the first day. I am gonna go. I've set up my desk. I need to connect up to the whiteboard and figure out the printer, but people are starting to rock up now and I need to get some work done. So okay, that yawn pretty much sums up my day. It has been a huge day. Anywho, I thought I'd give you a quick update on how my day went. I love my class. They are so sweet. I love them so much. Okay, a kid just walked past, but he's gone now. Okay, so yeah, we had a great day. Rotations went fine. I think they really like the rotations, as do I. And what else? Assembly was cancelled this half, so that worked out really great because we didn't have time to do something else and whatever. Anyway, I wanted to show you this. So it's really... Okay, so I'm so aware of how ugly this is, but this is our class rules that we made together, and then we ended up deciding on rewards and consequences together, which was fantastic. I really love that and I'm excited. I need to go out and buy some icy poles and whatever for them, like prizes, and I need to make, oh my gosh, let's add that to the to-do list. We agreed that one of the prizes in the prize box would be something like these cute little cards that you can make. So one of them will say shoes off in class for the whole day, or you get to eat lunch in the classroom with a friend, you know, stuff like that. And they are prizes that they can choose out of the prize box, but they're free. They cost me no money. So I just have so many things that I need to create, print, make myself, and in amongst all of that I need to do my daily slides. And we have a staff meeting tomorrow afternoon, which means that I won't get time in the afternoon to make all of this. But I'm absolutely starving, so I'm going to head home. It's currently 3:40 and Connect is at 4:30. So I've got roughly 50 minutes to go home, have a bite to eat, and then go to Connect. And then we will be back to do it all again tomorrow. So I'm really excited. I feel like that's not coming across in camera right now because I'm absolutely exhausted. It's just constantly going all day, and there's something else that I've realized I've forgotten to do or whatever. And Mondays are really the day to do it because I have an hour of release time straight up, and then I have no duties on a Monday, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday I have a duty, so for at least one of the breaks, but that's fine. It's to be expected. But I'm gonna head home, have a bite to eat. It's just the first day. It's just me realizing that I need some things that I have short-sightedly not realized, like class jobs and stuff, because I don't want to have to think about who's going to take down the tuck shop or whatever. I just want to be like, tuck shop people, go. So it's going to help me in the long run, but it's just finding the time to initially make those things. So I'm starving. I will chat to you guys later. Maybe at Connect. If not, tomorrow. Hello, that's probably a lot better. Good morning, guys. I need to screw my head on straight this morning. I'm just making breakfast. I'm just obsessed with yogurt bowls at the moment. I'm so sorry that I can't stay in one place and chat, but as always, life of a teacher, I'm just so busy. What am I trying to say? So, I am absolutely living my very best life at school. I literally cannot believe that this is my job. I feel like I'm playing teacher, you know? It doesn't feel real yet, which is crazy. Yeah, but the kids are having a great time. I'm having a great time. There is not much yogurt here, so I'm just gonna... I really don't have time. I just don't have time for anything anymore. Apparently. We are living our best little lives over in grade 5. I had 2 away yesterday and they said to me, sorry, I had 2 away on Monday and they were there yesterday, and they said to me that they really enjoy the new routines, which makes me feel great. There's a few chatty kids, which is a bit of an issue, but that's to be expected. I honestly expected a bit of pushback from some of the cheeky ones, but that's all right. We are working our way through a lot of those problems, just figuring out seating plans and whatever. And then the other thing, oh my gosh, there is just so much to do. I feel sometimes I'm in over my head. I'm like, how are we going to get this assessment done? There is just not enough time in the day to actually do what I need to do, because I want to co-construct learning walls with them. But then we actually need to do the lessons that are on the OneNote, and I never seem to have time to print. And on top of all of that, there are multiple subjects. There's just so much happening all the time. And then we have swimming and surf skills. I don't know if I've said that. I feel like I've said it 200,000 times because I obviously say it to the kids all the time. But yeah, we're just smashing through assessment. I mean, not assessment, learning at the moment. It is really, it feels rushed already. And I know it's only day 3 of term. Yep, I'm actually the strongest woman alive. Anyway, I know it's only day 3 of term, but this is just honestly what happens. Like, we try and get through as much as we can, as quick as we can, so that when week 9, 10, and 11 comes, it's not so rushed. By the way, this is what my yogurt bowl looks like. And then I just put some sweetener because the yogurt that I've got is Greek yogurt and it can be very bitter. So I'm just gonna have this before I head off. The time is 7:30 and I wanted to be at school at 7:30, so that's obviously not gonna happen. I don't really have much printing to do this morning, so it's okay. Does anyone else get like a hyper fixation on one particular type of food? Because right now, yogurt bowls is all I want to eat all the time. Breakfast, yogurt bowl. Lunch, yep, could go for a yogurt bowl. Dinner, I feel like dinner. But dessert, could go for another yogurt bowl. Which means I'm running out of yogurt like there's no tomorrow. Oh. I might add more sweetener. Apparently, this sweetener, rice malt syrup, is supposed to be better for you because it doesn't spike your blood sugar as much. I don't know. We just had it in the pantry and we're out of maple syrup, so, and that's what I would normally add. But yes, so also yesterday I had written down that we had PE at 9:25, which is like inconvenient because that means we would have half an hour of learning and then they go out for half an hour and then they come back for an hour and then we have lunch. Super inconvenient because it's like, what do I do in that half an hour? Anyway, whatever. And we went down there, another class was already there. So we had to come back at 9:55, which means my normal timetable is an hour of learning, half an hour they go to PE, then half an hour I have them before lunch. Gosh. So someone's obviously given me the wrong times, which means that I just embarrass myself in front of my students. Like, can someone just go through the timetable for me and write down all of the specialist times that are correct so that I don't make mistakes like this? Because then I just wasted 10 minutes going down there, going all the way back. And I know it doesn't take 10 minutes to do that, but with kids it does, because it's like, okay, stop what you're doing. Go and grab your hats, go and grab your water bottles, go and line up in 2 lines, and that takes a while. Also, if you saw my video from last week, you would know that I had beef with the printer. So glad to say, printer's working for me now. Printer and me, we're friends. We're good. I reckon this afternoon, I just want to stay back and do as much planning as I can because I've got it all there. It's just organizing it. So figuring out what I want to put on the walls and when I want to co-construct the learning wall with students and all of that kind of stuff. It's just constantly swimming around in my mind. Ironically, I was so stressed about maths because that's the one thing that I had to plan, but I'm actually so fine with maths. I really enjoy the rotations. And one of my students said to me yesterday, "Miss, I really love the rotations. It's so much better than how we did it before." Stop. That's actually adorable. I just feel so blessed. I actually love my class so much. And I think I'm a little bit biased because it's my class, but I've had them 2 days and I really feel like I've hit the jackpot. They're really sweet. They're really respectful. They're kind. They compliment me. They said to me, "I like the way that you don't yell, miss. I really appreciate that." Stop. Stop, you're gonna make me cry. They're so cute. Literally watch me say that another 200,000 times over this term because cute is the best adjective actually. All right, I should go finish this yogurt bowl and then pack my bag, head off to school. I'm sorry I haven't been able to film very much. It's just like I want to film, but I'm just so busy trying to wrap my head around what the heck I'm supposed to do that I'm like, the added stress of filming what I'm doing is sometimes just too much. I'm hoping that next week, I'll be at least a little bit more organized and I'll be able to film a bit more, especially in my release times, because those are the times when I'll be going down to the printer or I'll be just like hanging things up around the room or whatever. And yesterday we had our first staff meeting and that was good. It was just, average staff meeting really. But yes, all in all, loving life, just really hectic at the moment because first week back, there's just so much to do. I can't even describe how flooded my brain is right now. And does anyone get like guilt? Because when I'm like going to sleep, I'm constantly just thinking about other things that I should be doing. I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have gone to bed this early because I really needed to get this done for tomorrow. And then, I went to sleep last night thinking about an email that I should have sent myself the afternoon before. And then I woke up still thinking about that email that I had to send myself. And I didn't stop thinking about it until I had actually sent that email. Even now, I'm thinking about that email because when I get to school, I need to download that thing and put it up on the board. Is that normal? I don't know. I want to do my best and I want to be there for my kids. Maybe it shouldn't be at the expense of my sanity. Yum. All right. I'll see you guys at school. flopped at vlogging today simply because my SD card ran out of storage and then my day really began, and I felt really flustered today because I knew today was the last day of the week for like being at school, and I wouldn't be able to come in over the weekend, and it is a long weekend, so the next time I go to school will be on a Tuesday. But I just I didn't know what I wanted to bring home, and I knew I wanted to prepare as much in advance as possible because as the term goes on, obviously swimming, surf skills and reports are coming up, and obviously marking. So the time that I'm currently using to do just the week by week stuff will obviously be pushed aside so that I can prioritize reports, marking and whatever else, organizing like student medications, having that all ready and prepped to go for swimming and surf skills, and all of that kind of stuff is going to happen later in the term. So I wanted to like print all of this kind of stuff, like games that I need to cut out, laminate, print, cut out, laminate, put away, so that when I read my lesson that I've planned, maths game, inverse operations, bingo, great, I've already got that there, it's printed, laminated, cut out. All I have to do is explain it to the kids and then off they go. So like this kind of stuff experienced teachers would already have from previous years of teaching, but yeah. And the other thing I wanted to print is obviously next week we are doing a maths test, so got to print the maths test. So it's just stuff like that. And then obviously I got caught up talking to people because we had vision specialists and hearing specialists come in this week. So I had to know what kids are being pulled out when, set an alarm on my phone. Like there's so many things that I have to organize. Anyway, so because of all of this, I kind of flopped at vlogging today. But let me just say, I've had the best week ever. I am living my best life. Like these kids are honestly so sweet. I love them so much. I don't even know what you can see, by the way. I'm vlogging on my phone. I don't know if I already said that. My brain is completely fried because I've had to make 1,500 decisions today, and now I have to decide what I'm having for dinner, and that seems like the biggest decision in the world after making decisions all day. Goodness. And we have a fun run next week. So we're missing out on Monday. We go to school Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then the second half of Friday is completely wiped out because of the colour fun run. So that's fun. I mean, it will be fun. I need to go and get myself some white clothes to wear to this colour run. I don't know if everyone's going to be wearing white clothes or not, but I just want to have them there in case we are, because if we aren't, then I'll just keep them there for future colour runs at my future schools. Or if we are, then I don't have to go out shopping on a weekday, and I can use my weekday time at school to do whatever I need to do. Oh, goodness. Anyway, I'm probably going to spend the next however long stapling these. I brought home like half my classroom with me so that I can just do what I can from home. I printed as much as I possibly could, or as much as came to mind, the SARG. So not just stuff for next week, stuff for week 5, stuff for week 9, stuff for whatever, just so that I can have it there, and that's one less thing I have to do in the future. You know, I'm that type of person. I am 1000% a type A teacher. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's type A and type B. Type A is organized, strategic, always thinking ahead. Type B is essentially an organized mess. Go with the flow, rocks up, you know, near to the bell. I don't know. I'm not type B, so, but I've definitely seen it in the different teachers' desks as I have been doing relief all year. The the Type A and Type B teachers at my school, and the teacher next door to me is a Type B, and I don't know how he does it, but apparently he rocks up close to the bell as well, which kind of sucks because I'm there from like 7:30 in the morning, and I've got a million questions. Who am I going to ask them to? Just wait until they rock up. Anyway. Oh gosh. I would love nothing more than to just sit down with my book, but I have such guilt. Like when I sit down and relax, I have guilt or just, you know, stress about how much needs to be done. The staff, because we have free time, I made the kids do a little art thing, which is not really art because, well, it is art. Anyway, we did a bit of art. They drew something for this book that we're reading. I just have to cover my school's name, but it's called Storm Boy, if you can't see that. And so we're making these cute things. I can't even show you. Where is it? Over here. So they're all gonna get, just cover my student's name. They're all gonna get one of these, and so on the front cover will be their art piece, which is like a novel cover, and then in here there are gonna be 6 chapter summaries, and then we're doing novel comparison, and then I'm gonna print another one of these to go on the back, A3 page, for the film. So their whole assessment is to choose, is the novel or the film better? Why? It's like a comparative piece. I accidentally called it an essay, and my kids went berserk. They were like, "What? An essay? You're joking, miss. That's absolutely crazy. You don't actually expect us to do that, do you?" That is not an over-exaggeration, by the way. So, anyway, had to calm them down after that, and I said, no, it's not an essay. It basically is for their age, and for their skill level. So, I don't know how fun this long weekend's gonna be, but I'm thinking as well about changing up how I do my vlogs. I want to do Sunday through to Saturday. So I start my vlogs on a Sunday because Saturday is like my editing day. So at the end of Saturday, Sunday will be my editing day. So I'll film all day Saturday and then edit the vlog on Sunday and upload it on Monday. If that makes sense. Yeah, just with school being school, I feel like that works best. Because obviously the day after school finishes, Saturday will be, you know, the day that things are fresh in my mind of things to do. And obviously I feel a whole lot better once I've done even 15 minutes of work, because I'm like, oh, okay, you know, that's one less thing off my shoulders, or one less thing out of my mind. But I tell you, I fall asleep, my head hits the pillow, I'm thinking about a million things I could be doing. I know it's bad. I was talking to one of the teachers at my school. She's an experienced teacher, and she said to me, you need to relax. You need to find time, because your to-do list is going to be forever going. So, yeah. Anywho, probably not going to film a lot for the rest of the day, because I'm just going to have dinner, probably do a little bit of this, and then hit the hay and wake up tomorrow and continue. Yeah, I don't think there's very much computer work per se, which is good because I prefer to do hands-on stuff like this. I do need to go through this though and add some teacher notes. So let me show you what I have done. So I don't know how well you can see that, but this is kind of what I've done throughout all of chapter 1. We read chapter 1 today, and then after they read chapter 1, their job is to do chapter summary, find quotes on the different characters, Then we have to talk about the events that took place and the major issues, because for their written piece they have to do intro, conclusion, paragraph on a main character, a paragraph on a main issue, and a paragraph on a main event. So that's fine. And then obviously that's what you saw me put up this morning, like main issue, character, event, and then we will add to that as we go, and then we have to compare all of those from the novel to the film. So it's a lot that goes on, and because English is so subjective, it's not black and white, there's just so much I'm constantly thinking of doing, and because every teacher is different as well, there's no black and white, hard and fast rule as to what you need to do. So it might be for some teachers, yes, this works well for me, this works well for my students, and that's the other thing. Students change year to year as well. So even what one teacher did last year might not work well with the students of the cohort that they have this year. So, yeah, this is why you need a degree to be a teacher. There's a lot that goes into it. And this is why we get holidays too, because we need the break. And actually, we don't even get a proper break, because on our holidays, we are still going. Anyway, I'm gonna live my best teacher life. I know I just complained a bit. Well, not really complained, I was more so explaining, but I know it sounded a bit negative. Just know, I am actually loving every second of this. Like, I'm actually living my dream. This is the best. I'm living my best life. Okay. Bye, guys. I have to stop filming, otherwise my phone's gonna fill up with storage. Hey, guys. Happy Saturday. I thought I'd quickly give you a debrief about what happened last week, because the last I spoke to you guys on my wisdom teeth was not last week, the week before, just before I went for my wisdom tooth surgery. So I thought I'd give you a quick rundown about everything that happened. So as you guys know, I went in on Saturday. So that was this time 2 weeks ago. That's crazy. Time flies. Anywho, what happened? I went in. I had to wait about an hour because the person before me was running behind schedule or something. They were just smashing out a bunch of people doing wisdom tooth surgeries all day. And so I got in there. The first thing they did was like ask me all about, you know, have you fasted the right amount of time and whatever. Then they stuck a cannula in this part. I don't even know what that part's called, but in there. And I just felt like that's obviously where they were putting the sedative. And I just felt so dizzy, like I was going to fall off the chair, and I could feel myself starting to like fall. And then that was the last thing I remember. I have never been under surgery, like under anesthetic before, and that was weird. It just felt like I was going to sleep, but in the quickest way possible. They didn't even do like a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown. I was out in 2 seconds. Kid you not. And then I woke up and I remember moving myself from one chair to the other, and then yeah, everything was really kind of foggy for about a minute or two, but then it was super clear to me, like, but I've always had a really good memory, so I don't know if that's just me. And then yeah, I remember my dad being there, and I had wads of like tissue, gauze in my mouth, and the lady took them out and then put fresh ones in. They gave me meds, they sent me home. I was able to walk by myself, but obviously I was holding on to my dad's arm for support because I was walking. You know, have you ever seen someone like walk on a straight line and they're super drunk? That's how I was walking, but I wasn't drunk, I was under anesthetic. And then, yeah, I was just in a lot of pain over the next couple of days. They gave me some medication, but I stopped taking it because it was doing nothing for my pain, and it made me so dizzy. So don't like that medication. And they ended up calling me for like a follow-up 2 days later. And I told them about that, and they said I must just be really sensitive to that type of medication. So they, recommended I don't take it. Then, I just couch rotted for the next couple of days doing my maths planning. As you guys may or may not remember, I was talking about how much planning I wanted to do. I wanted to plan out the whole term for maths. So I did that, got through all of that, which is amazing. Praise the Lord. And then, I think about 3 days after my surgery, there was a big fat bruise pop up. Not on that side, on this side. Ironically, actually, this side was the side causing me a lot of pain, and I had my infected tooth down here on this side. When I came out of surgery, this side was not in any pain at all. This side was, though. It was bruising a lot, like right here, but my teeth were here. So they said they had to do a lot of digging for this upper tooth, so that's why it was in a lot of pain. And the stitches in my mouth felt really gross. I was really grossed out by it. I wanted to have a good look. And I found it really hard to brush my teeth after as well. They gave me like a sensitive toothbrush, so a soft tussle, whatever. I can't think of the name, but they gave me a soft toothbrush. It was just really hard. And they said when I do rinse, like they gave me a strong mouth rinse to do. And they said, put it in your mouth, shake your head, and then let it drool out. So it was just being very gentle. And I don't think I ate my first real food. I was on a liquid diet for 6 days after. That's just me though, because I was really freaked out by the stitches. And I really, really did not want to go back because of unnecessary bleeding. So, yes. But then first day back at school, my bruise was still there. If you go back, you can have a look on Monday of this vlog. You can see there's like a bit of discoloring in my face, but it's not really super noticeable unless you like pause it and actually look. So yes, but as for today, present day, I've just been editing at my desk most of the day. I did a little bit of teacher work, like just copying and pasting some of my students' paragraphs, which I'm going to print and put on coloured paper. We're going to do a bump it up activity. So I've printed the A, B and C standard from the OneNote, which a teacher has done in the past. And then we're going to have a look at our student work and be judging, does it fit into the A, B or C category? And then I've also printed a couple of sentence starters to help them. So then I don't have to repeat myself. I can just tell them, go to the learning wall and they can get some ideas. But obviously I have to make sure that they're not copying ideas because a few of my lowies may sneakily do that. So yes. Hi guys, it is Editing Jerra-lee here. I just realised that I never actually ended off this vlog, so I just wanted to say a huge thank you if you made it to this part of the vlog. And I also wanted to shamelessly plug my Instagram. I'm more frequently active on my Instagram than I am on YouTube, so if you want to see more of me, definitely go and chuck me a follow on there. But other than that, I'll see you guys next week for week 2. I'm so excited. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this vlog and I will see you very shortly in the next one. Bye!